I don't want to spend a ton of time on this, but it is important just to follow up with some of these things. You might remember that when Cassidy Hutchinson, the who worked with Mark Meadows, Trump's former chief of staff, when Cassidy Hutchinson testified before the January 6th committee and made a number of different explosive claims about Donald Trump and Secret Service and all of these different things, there were anecdotally messages, statements from Secret Service saying that's not true and we're willing to testify under oath. And the January 6th committee said, great, come in and testify under oath. And then they didn't. Why haven't they done it? Well, we have to sort of speculate a little bit, but here is Adam Kinzinger, one of the few Republicans on the January 6th committee, saying we haven't been able to talk to them. I mean, listen, they said we'll talk to you, and they just don't come in.
So we want answers to that. We heard through anonymous sources in the media that the Secret Service agents, present when Cassidy Hutchinson talked about the heated argument in the limo, the president's beast, that they were eager to talk to us. We haven't been able to talk to them yet either. We have our doors wide open. They just have to do it under oath. So that on top of, again, we just have a lot of people coming forward with pieces of the puzzle, maybe pieces of information. Maybe Cassidy Hutchinson or Sarah Matthews inspired them. And so we're going to work on beginning to write our report, but keep this investigation wide open and getting more and more information.
So listen, they all came forward. A bunch of them came forward and they said, we're willing to testify. Secret Service agent reportedly willing to testify. Trump did not lunge at him. This is from The Guardian, and this was right after the testimony of Cassidy Hutchinson. And then a bunch of different other media outlets reported on this. CNN and other outlets reported the pushback on the alleged Secret Service incident from Tony Ornato, also a deputy chief of staff in the Trump White House, Robert Engel, Trump's security chief, and on and on and on. And the committee members said, we welcome you to be here under oath, of course. And really, Cassidy Hutchinson was under oath. What is the value of Secret Service agents showing up not under oath and refuting the claims? Let's get everybody under oath. So then we can actually say we have conflicting under oath statements. We continue to have only one set of claims made under oath. And of course, it wasn't surprising to me. I've been tweeting about it for weeks. They haven't testified. Why haven't they testified? We don't know. They're law enforcement. One would think they don't have an issue in principle with being under oath. But if you won't testify under oath about the things you saw while working for the Secret Service, to me, that's a red flag. And of course, in courts of law, we don't consider people's silence as indicative of guilt. But when you come out and you say, we'll testify, we'll talk about it. We didn't see what Cassidy Hutchinson said. And then you're welcomed. Great. Show up, take an oath just like she did and tell us what you saw. And then they're missing. It is completely reasonable in the court of public opinion to say, maybe they weren't telling the truth and maybe Cassidy Hutchinson is. One other note on the Cassidy Hutchinson testimony. Pat Cipollone, the former White House counsel, in his under oath testimony, he didn't dispute the things that Cassidy Hutchinson said. With some, he claimed privilege, attorney-client privilege with Donald Trump. With some, he did a sort of, I don't recall, or I can't necessarily speak to that, but he went under oath and didn't refute any of the things that Cassidy Hutchinson said. So still waiting for the Secret Service agents to come in. Not surprising that they haven't, and I don't expect them to. Follow me on Twitter at @dpacman. Let me know what you make of the latest absence of Secret Service agents who were just weeks ago so ready to testify. One of our sponsors is Immi. Hands down, some of the best ramen noodles I've had. Just like any instant ramen, you pop Immi into the microwave or on the stovetop for a few minutes and it's ready to go. But what makes Immi different is that it is packed with 21 grams of protein, lower in sodium, 100% plant-based, with 18 grams of fiber for digestive health, and it tastes excellent. So many of the other ramens are bland, simple, artificial. Immi uses high-quality ingredients and recipes. You get a zing of flavor I've never had with any instant ramen. Immi comes in amazing flavors like spicy beef, tom yum shrimp, and black garlic chicken. If you try Immi and don't love it, you get your money back. You'll get $5 off when you go to immieats.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman at checkout. The link is down below.